Jack, wake up. Jack, wake up.
Ah! Dude!
Dude,
What
you've
the
got
hell?
your Digimon stock market guide to make.
What now?
Yeah, like last week.
Why are you throwing a chair at me?
'Cause you're a dick.
What is going on, guys? It is Jack, aka Mr. Wolfie, and we are back today with yet another guide for Digimon World Next Order. Today, we are going to be taking a very quick look at the Digimon stock market, and although it can seem a little bit convoluted at first, it's actually a really easy mechanism to grasp. Are there faster ways to make money in this game? Yes, there most certainly is, but the stock market can eventually be a really quick way of printing money once you get it upgraded and once you actually start to understand what's going on. In any case, we're going to take a quick look at it. You guys can explore it in your own time. Let me know down in the comments below what you guys think. Let's get into the video. So, kicking things off, in order to set up the stock market, if you don't already have it, you will need Etemon to come and join the city. Etemon can be found on top of the big hill in the centre of Nye Plains once you get to chapter 2 of the game. He's going to ask you to locate him a microphone battery, and if you haven't got this already, it can be found round the back of power plant number 2, which is obviously just across the grass from the hill itself. Nice and easy. Now, I wouldn't exactly call myself a financial wizard, guys, but I'm pretty sure the main gist of any sort of stock market is that you want to be buying your stock when it's at its cheapest price and then selling it when it's at its highest price. This is how you're going to turn the maximum amount of profit. When you open the market, you're going to be hit by a bunch of different numbers. What you want to be focusing on are the different colours of the numbers that you have available to you. If the figures are in red, it means that the stock is currently at a high price. If the numbers are in white, it means that they're at a general/normal price. And when the numbers are blue, this means that the stock is at its lowest price. As the days of the week progress, the value of the items are going to change, and so we want to buy and sell at the right time. The bottom line is that you want to buy as much of an item as possible when it is blue, i.e. it is heading towards the lower end of its price range. Then we want to sell the same item a few days later when it is red, i.e. it's heading towards its most expensive price range. Remember, buy when blue and white, ideally blue, and then sell when red. And that's pretty much it. As you upgrade the market via the builder, you will acquire new items to buy and sell, and also increase the cap on how many items you can buy each day. For example, acquiring level 2 of the stock market will unlock the rug to be bought, and also increases your buy cap from 10 to 20 items each day. Upgrading to level 3 then will unlock the scroll, and also increases the buy cap from 20 items each day, all the way up to 50 items each day. Just to be clear, this cap is individually for each item, i.e. you could buy 50 vases each day, 50 bone ornaments, etc, etc. At this point of the guide, I was going to put up a list of the lowest and highest prices that I had seen so far for each item, but then I soon realised this was a bad idea, and I'll tell you guys why. During my first session when I was playing about with the stock market, I grinded for 7 to 14 in-game days. During this time, the price of the level 3 scroll that you unlock never fell below 4,153. After a few hours of playing about with this and making notes, I decided to load up my save state and see if the market would generate the same numbers over and over again. It did for the first few days, but then after this, the price of the scroll never went above 2,250. So you can kind of start to see my problem here, guys. I could throw up a bunch of numbers for you, but the chances are in your game individually, your numbers might never come anywhere close to mine. And so I don't want to set you guys up with expectations for numbers that you think you might be able to get to. In order to make sure that you guys maintain your sanity and don't chase numbers around the stock market like I was trying to do, I think it's just best as a general rule to make sure to buy when it's blue and then sell when it's red. The only other aspect to the stock market that we should probably talk about then is DemiDevimon. DemiDevimon can be found in Mod Cape and is associated with the Vicmon quest. Once you defeat Vicmon, return to this guy and talk to him about the treasure, and then after this he's going to join the city. When he gets to the market, he sets up this sort of small minigame where he tracks the amount of products that you have sold to Etemon. After reaching certain thresholds or targets, DemiDevimon's going to give you rewards in the form of Digivolution stones. The thresholds that he sets for you and the rewards that he provides afterwards are as follows. If you sell 10,000 bits worth of items on the market, he will provide you with Etemon's Digivolution stone. If you get to 50,000 items sold, he will give you Myotismon's Digivolution stone. 100,000 equals Lady Devimon, 500,000 gets you Venom Myotismon, and then if you sell enough items so as to make 1,000,000 bits, he will finally present you with your last reward, which is the stone that will let you digivolve into Creepymon. On the market as a whole then, there are 1 or 2 important notes that you should remember just before you start getting wired in about this. Once you buy a specific item during any point of the day, just be careful because that item is then locked and you won't be able to sell it. Just remember that the shop caps at a max holding of 99. You can't hold any more than 99 of each individual item, even if you try to build up your stock of that item over the course of a few days. Moving on then, it seems that the market has a set trajectory of prices for at least a few days, i.e. if you check the price of an item and then load your game back up and progress into that day again, the item should be the exact same price as it was before. Be careful of this though, because I don't know how many days you can go in advance before your numbers start changing from they did the last time you played through that save. And then lastly, this final point is more of a theory than anything else. In the instance where your numbers plateau and you get the same number 2 days in a row, I often found this was like a small signal from the game, telling me that the item was about to change in the direction that it was going. In other words, if over the last few days an item price was going downwards, and then you got the same number twice in a row, the price of that particular item would then start to climb back up again. Again, I don't have enough evidence to confirm this yet, so just take this last one with a pinch of salt. Lastly, to round off this guide, I'm going to quickly show you guys where to get the resources you need to upgrade the stock market if you haven't already maxed it out. For level 2, you will need Digi-Light, Digi-Night, and also Digi-Whitewood. Digi-Light can be found in Mod Cape or Ogwina Wastelands, but I would just use this spot here in Mod Cape, and then Digi-Might can also be found in Ogwina Wastelands or Bonnie Resort. Some examples for you guys on screen just now. Upgrading to level 3 then, you will need Digi-Onyx and Digi-Palm. Digi-Onyx you can find from the Ogwina Wastelands or Bonnie Resort. I would just tend to use this spot here in the graveyard at Bonnie Resort if you can access it. It is by far the best place in my opinion. And then finally for Digi-Palm, you can find this in either the Server Desert or Mod Cape, but I personally would just head to the little oasis in the middle of the Server Desert, as this place is super easy to access and you can get a massive chunk of the resources that you need. And that's about it. There really isn't that much to the stock market, but if you understand what's going on, you can stop in every now and then and pick up large amounts of money for absolutely zero trouble whatsoever. If you want to try and generate funds this way, you can also do it instantly, and so there's no time loss. And obviously your Digimon partners themselves take zero toll, as you don't actually have to battle with them or anything like that. If there are any downsides, it would be that the stock market can be really fucking annoying sometimes. Believe me when I say you can hold on to cheap items for days on end and the game will not give you any higher prices to sell them at. This can be really frustrating, and there were times when filming this guide that I wanted to put my PlayStation 4 in the washing machine. But at the end of the day, it's obviously up to you guys. You should now have everything that you need to know in order to at least have a play about with it. Let me know down in the comments below if you normally use the stock market or if you completely ignore it. As always guys, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this garbage guide. Your time means a lot and I'm super appreciative of you guys stopping by. If you enjoyed this and or think that other people might like to see this video, you can support me and the channel by giving me a thumbs up. I have been Jack, aka Mr. Wolfie, aka whatever you and Warren Buffett want to call me. I love you guys lots, you know it, I know it, your gran knows it. Have a fantastic day guys, and I will see you next time.